Okay, there's what my yo. I'm gonna get it right, man. I just because I wanted to come out, and it's just not. Well,
Did you yell at the TV too much this weekend?
no, I just because like I had the whole time there was this Yo Deuterino, and like I did it, and then but like it was like a, and then now it's gone, and so now I'm trying something different, and it never comes out, and so yo, dude.
Yo, D-Bucks. I'm sticking with my usual.
How was your weekend, brother?
Man, it was a busy weekend. House hunting. Trying to watch football, listen to football, look at my phone and follow along on football while I'm running all these errands. And it was the worst weekend to have shit to do. I wish I could have just sat on the couch for 2 days straight and watched nothing but the NFL.
I assume that there's probably a lot of things in America that didn't get done this weekend. A lot of honey-do lists that just was like, I'll do that next weekend, and probably not going to get done next weekend either. But it was a good weekend for football, that's for sure. Shout out real quick to Colorcast, which, by the way, I simply just winky eye question mark, Colorcast. But shout out to them. Dude, are you okay there? We're getting lost in your brightness there. Don't forget, brother, we're rolling. So you got the cameras on you. So that's a nice hero shot, we call it. There you go.
I'm like the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm usually terrible on the road, but today I'm going to surprise some people.
Okay, all right. We haven't gone T-Pain, so it's good to go. You didn't you know what you did? You supplied me with you supplied me one for Duder. You supplied me with some for later, but you really didn't give me anything for your personal. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig into my repertoire here and see if I've got here. I might have. I think I like this one here. So if we can bring G out of the penalty box over there. Penalty box. Why was G in the penalty box, Duder?
Cross-checking, 2-minute minor.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what's nice? G coming out of the penalty box there? Get your wheelchair, bro. Get your wheelchair, bro. Yeah. Okay, no. Does that better? No. Is it a mime thing that you're doing? Are you working on a new mime bit? You don't know if you're working on a mime bit? Yeah, okay.
Are you like the Lakers and you're just not going to show up all season?
Oh! Do we slide right into the Lakers right away? Because I want to stick to. You know what? Real quick. While G's working out on his electric chair to kind of push him forward there. I want to go over the list real quick as we have it written down. Duder, go ahead and give me everything you got on the Olympics. Go ahead and shoot me everything you got on that Olympics because we had a real good assignment this week for Olympics. What do you got on the Olympics?
The Olympics start February 4th in Beijing.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay. You know what? You got better than I got because on the Olympics, I got that it's not basketball. And so we were just working.
No, not this time.
No.
Winter Olympics.
So then it was like, what are we going to watch? It was like ice skating. And like I turned it on. I had it. And it was like, you're not subscribed. I'm like, sorry, we're not subscribed. Sorry, I can't get it. I can't get it. So I tried.
Well, that's other than hockey, which probably still isn't your favorite Winter Olympic sport.
Whatever.
What do you have a favorite Winter Olympic sport? Can you name? Let's scratch all that. Can you name a Winter Olympic sport?
It's not X Games anymore. Snowboarding, I believe, is now a winter sport. It's not cross. There you go. Right. We always like G to give us the correction. Okay, go. So but I mean that didn't used to be an Olympic sport. That used to be the X Games, right? Okay, so
yeah, the Olympics used to be too proper. They're like, we're not doing your snowboarding, bro. We got skiing.
Yeah. So I like my man up there. He does the carrot top looking guy. What's his name? I don't know.
Yeah, the flying tomato.
There you go. White. There you go. He kills it. It's always nice to see him do his thing. It's always really, really impressive. I like, you know what, though? Have you ever seen the downhill snowboarders just haul ass down that? A lot of people probably watch the guys do this, but I don't know, man. I just like watching the chicks do that sport. I don't know, something about it. When I see, I like snowboarders and I like, maybe snowboard girls. And I don't know, when I see a chick hauling down that, I don't know, man. It does it for me. I don't know about you guys. Is it hot in here?
I mean, I like watching the people haul ass down a mountain on a tiny piece of wood.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I would do.
Right.
I'm like, these people are crazy. I'm trying to watch my language because I don't know if we're allowed to cuss on Colorcast or not.
I mean, it's in the name, bro. It's in the name.
These people are nuts, and I would never do that. And they're doing it for, to put a medal around their neck, to put a piece of gold around their neck is the sole purpose of this, and it baffles the mind. But man, are they good at it?
Yeah.
I would die the very first time I did that, and they just do it multiple runs in a row and beat other people at it. It's crazy.
I love it.
But I like the one.
Snowboarding was my sport.
Did you hear the? Oh my goodness! I don't even want you to make sure that he comes into something. People, don't just let him just walk in the door. He just busts out of the penalty box with nothing. Okay, all right.
I had to change up here and
I see
cross checking my mic off, and I got a little confused, but I fixed it.
No problem.
I'm back now.
All right, welcome back. Snowboard. I think you and I snowboarded.
I did
a few times.
I introduced everybody to this.
Yeah.
Snowboarding is what I did.
Yeah. From what was the state that you started snowboarding in again? Which one?
Utah.
That's the one. That's the place. I knew. I couldn't think of it.
I tested the first 3D bindings for Burton.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Check you out. 3D binding Burton tester router.
Back in the 80s, early 90s, man.
We were going to, G, we were going to pay more attention to the Olympics, but nobody else did, so we're going to move on.
Well, I know Ralph Lauren is doing the clothes.
For the Olympics?
Yes.
All right.
For the Americans or for...
Yes, for the Americans.
Is everything still going to be made in China? Or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. That makes sense.
It's Ralph Lauren. Come on now.
All right. Let me slide over.
Shipping is easy since the Olympics are
so there's not going to be a problem because of stuff there. Let me slide over to this other 3-letter sport, the NBA, hosted and proper by the Lakers, formerly known the LeBron team. How are you guys looking at the Lakers and only seeing LeBron as their, not only poster child? I mean, like, that's the it?
He is the poster child.
I get that. I get but I mean, like, that he's the it. That there's nothing else on the team. You just look. You turn the television on and like.
It went from Magic's team. Well, it went from Kareem's team to Magic's team to Kobe's team. No, to Shaq's team. Shaq, but yeah. To Shaq's team, to Kobe's team, to LeBron's team.
Shaq standing here like, hey.
And the problem was LeBron is supposed to hand it off to Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
But Anthony Davis' nickname is Street Clothes because the dude can't stay on the court. He's always injured. And the Lakers are currently under 500. I think the last spot, if the playoffs started today. Yeah. However, LeBron looks like he's going to win another scoring title.
He might even win MVP. So.
I think he probably should be considered for MVP, but they're not going to give it to him. They're done giving LeBron awards.
Did just to be clear, did either of you watch a Laker game over the weekend?
No, football was on.
No,
football was
no. See, and this was my whole point of pulling up the list and making sure I get the list out real quick. We had a very, very solid list of sports to go check out over the weekend, and we were all like, no.
I mean, it's a lot like when we were in school. You got a lot of homework to do, and then you pick the one that's easiest or the one you like the most. You just do that, and you wing it on the rest of them.
But I don't like. I'm not a big basketball fan. I've told everybody this. Everybody knows I'm not a basketball fan because it's a genetic abnormality that makes these guys so big, and there's no reason for them to get that much money when they're that close to the rim.
I mean,
Now,
they
my
can't.
wife
They can't
tries
join.
to explain it to
And
me.
that's an interesting conversation we could have another time.
Yeah.
Hey, my
Because
wife
I would
tries
like
to
to
explain
dig
it
into
to
that
me.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
My wife tried to explain basketball to me, and I went, I still don't understand why they keep missing. I've seen it up live. I've been to a live game, and I'm like, dude, look at how close his head is to the rim. How does he miss?
I mean, dude. He's got a solid point. I mean, because when my kids court about my height right now, I never miss. Like I'm all day. I'm all day. I never miss. Deep from downtown.
Exactly.
I never miss. But if you raise that thing like a good
film every time.
Yeah, you raise that thing 2 feet. I'm like, I don't know. It's somewhere up there. I don't know. I can't gauge it.
I think a small difference might be that there's not another grown man trained professional getting paid millions of dollars to make you miss. It might make a little difference.
Yeah,
true. It's very true.
It's like football, man. I mean, football, I can juke you. And I can be small.
I don't know if you could juke Von Miller.
I bet. Hey, in my heyday.
all I got to say on that tip is my 10-year-old son ain't got shit on me. So I got it all day, and he puts his hand up
Get
and
that
everything.
out of here.
Yeah. So
Do you give him Jordan rules? Are you like knocking him down when he drives to the bucket, or are you playing more new school, hands off, can't touch anybody?
Throwing that free elbow around. Excuse me.
Listen.
4 feet like Magic used to do.
I'll put it this way: if he's great, he's going to be great and better than me on purpose, not because not because Dad was just standing here and didn't put his hands up.
Dad was a cheater.
Nah, man. No, I cheat. I cheat constantly. Screw that. I don't care.
I'm making you a better player, son.
How come you can push me, but I can't? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Let's go. Let's keep this thing going here. Let's keep this thing going. There's no leagues, no rules. I win. What do you want me to do?
I was in his big butt again.
Yeah, all day.
I'm the commissioner, the owner, the star.
Bought the court, son. What do you want? Get off of me. Yeah, my house. So, but outside of that, no. I mean, I push. I don't really give him the ball. I slap it out of his hand. Anyways, so none of us did that, which I love, which is great.
Yeah.
Let me just go. I want to narrow this down one more time.
Yeah.
Other than the Rams game. Did you guys watch any other football?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's start with other than the Rams game, because I feel like for some reason everybody here has something to say about the Rams game. Is that true?
Well, everyone's hoping that the Rams make it because have you seen the halftime lineup?
There we go. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that on the table. I'm gonna leave it because I know dude's gonna just gonna destroy it. Whatever. Anyways, other than the Rams game. What else did you guys get into?
Can we go in order? Can we do the Bengals Titans?
Okay,
first?
Bengals Titans. Go ahead.
The Bengals haven't, they're the Cincinnati Bengals, right? The Bungles, they're terrible. They never win. In my 40 years on this planet, they haven't won a Super Bowl. They went to a couple, in the 80s. Nobody expected back.
Yeah.
The Bengals don't give a fuck. Sorry, Colorcast. Bengals don't care.
So
we need a beeper.
You know what it was? It was me. I went T-Pain this time, and since I have the record button, I went T-Pain on my end, and the whole thing just shut out. I was like, okay, dude, what are you gonna say? He was like, let me tell you about the Bengals, and that was it. That was I was like, oh, they got him. They pulled his card right when he was gonna drop. So
I know something's gonna happen.
Yeah, it was. I mean, oh man, it's so good, it's so perfect. But anyways, dude, one more time about the Bengals. There, your mic, brother.
Well, I would like to start off by saying I bet the Bengals money line. Because I am a Bengal believer and a Joe Burrow believer. Okay. And they went into Tennessee. They upset the number 1 seeded Tennessee Titans. And the Bengals are live, man. That's a real team. They believe in themselves. And it's going to be a fun game watching them go into Kansas City this upcoming weekend. Keep in mind that they beat Kansas City earlier in the season.
Yeah.
In Kansas City.
This is the same team that you said over your 40 years has just sucked. I mean, I don't. I was trying to put a specific word on it.
They're when we were kids, they went to the Super Bowl with Boomer Esiason. And Joe Montana's 49ers were like, nah, get out of here.
Not this year. Yeah.
Not gonna happen for you.
Yeah.
But basically, since you and I lived on Willow Street, they've been terrible.
Let me ask you this, and either of you guys can take it. What was it about this last drive? This last game. What was the score? I mean, it was another close one.
Field goal.
Field goal. Damn.
We're still on the Bengals?
Still on the Bengals. Yeah. What is it about this year and this drive? I'm assuming this last game. That's putting them in the seat. Giving them an invitation to the show. And as you answer that, are they gonna win the Super Bowl? No. Okay. All right. So I know we're just talking about fluff. I just want to make sure. But what's giving them? I mean, what's giving them feathers on this cap?
I mean, Tennessee Titans were real. They were the number 1 seed. Nobody expected the Bengals. If you go back to the beginning of the season, they were picked to finish last in their division.
Yeah. And
not only did they win their division, now they go into Tennessee, knock off the number 1 team, and it was the first of the 4 games this weekend, and it ended with a game-winning field goal and kind of set the tone for the rest of the weekend because every other game ended on the last play of the game.
Everybody was in overtime. That's something you don't see all the time.
A nail-biting
every game was in overtime.
Weekend. I mean,
or last play of the game anyway. Not all overtime, but every game went to the last play of the game.
I'll be honest, Duder, and say that I went to do my homework as the usual per time, and caught all the highlights, and it was really interesting. I was sitting there with Jenny, and I was like, every single game is close. This doesn't make any sense. Like I was really sad to have missed any of these games, because they seemed like they were all nail biters. If you had any kind of skin in the game in any of those teams, I'm sure you had an awesome weekend or a horrible day.
You should have heard my wife.
Who's she voting for?
She don't care.
Okay,
but she was really.
She likes to yell.
She was really. She was really going for the Rams.
Okay,
and that was her. She was like,
oh Lord, she's one of those.
I was in there with her. So.
Oh Lord.
No, she doesn't make those noises when you're in there with her.
No, absolutely not.
She does.
Anybody else have anything left on the Bengals Titans?
No, I'm good there. Thank you. What else you got, Duder?
Well, so the Bengals Titans happens. The Bengals kicked the field goal to win the game. We're all like, man, what a game.
Yeah.
And then the next game is the 49ers Packers.
49ers Packers. That was in the frozen tundra.
In the frozen tundra. They put up all these stats that Aaron Rodgers is 32-0 in this weather or something ridiculous.
And San Francisco never does well in the cold
weather. Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't know how to play football. Yep. Jimmy Garoppolo, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
There's no chance for the 49ers. The Packers are so good, and it's cold, and it's in freezing. Green Bay. And then what? The Packers get the ball, opening drive, march down the field, score like it's nothing, like it's you playing against your kid in basketball. They're just like, get out of my way, little boy.
And we all thought that was the tone of the game right there.
Yeah, we're like, all right, this is over. No big deal. And then the Packers don't score again.
Yeah.
That's it.
What just happened? I thought you were sunning them.
Just yeah. And then just silence.
That they play in San Francisco, and
where's the next movement on the field? Where are we at? Third quarter then? By the next score, where's it at?
Yeah, I mean neither team scores again for the rest of the first half. It's boring as fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, it's defense, and if you're a football nut, it can be entertaining. It's a blocked field goal.
That's exciting.
For the most part, no scoring, and then the 49ers come out in the second half, and they're like, "All right, it's go time now. We're not messing around anymore." And they march down, they score. It seems now everybody wants to blame the Packers special teams, right, G? Because you had a block punt, you had a block field goal. But keep in mind, Aaron Rodgers had the ball.
Yeah, and didn't move.
You got a point, Debo?
Well, you were talking about in the highlights that I caught. I think I caught one of the coaches. You're just explaining here after the game. It tried to explain that, and it just got me. It got me thinking. Why are they interviewing the coach who lost the game, wanted him to explain himself when he lost.
Because
I was just
the coach. Okay,
he lost,
this is how
bro.
it goes.
Explain yourself.
Players
You
win,
that was my
players
point.
win,
Wait a second.
but coaches lose.
Okay, I get it. I understand, but like, no, explain yourself, sir. And he was like, no, I know, I understand. I was trying to do this, and he was on the stand. He was so ready. He was like, no. I heard the question. No, I understood fine. What I was thinking was, if I had done and then done this, then this was what was going to fall in place, and then obviously, it didn't work because we lost the game, but whatever. And I was like, oh my God, give this guy he had to just put it all out there back to the reporters. And I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm just a different school. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Well, I mean, think about it like this: you get in trouble with your wife, right? That happens from time to time. It happens to the best of us.
Sure.
We all get in trouble from time to time.
Absolutely.
And I know in my experience, when I get in trouble, the question that comes up is, well, what were you thinking?
Yes.
That's all they're doing with the coach. Like, he already knows he messed up. They already lost the game. He's already like, look, obviously I messed up. We lost, right? Why do you want me to explain that? Well, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, baby, I wasn't thinking. That's the point.
I was thinking it was going to work.
This was going to be the outcome. I would have done something different.
I was something different, yeah.
I was thinking this shit was going to work. That's what I was thinking.
Right. I thought it would work.
But see,
I thought I could get away with it. I was going to find her hair on my backpack.
I mean,
this is where I get upset, because I think if you are the star player of the team, you lost the game. The coach didn't lose the game because the coach isn't playing the game.
Easy. You're gonna. It's a solid Kumite debate there, brother. Because I got to be honest with you, you can run both sides of that all day. I mean. Yeah. Take the player over the coach over the player over the management. Who do you want?
That's my point.
Aaron Rodgers. I'll pick on Aaron. How come none of your players can catch the dang ball?
Man, did I dunk on Aaron Rodgers on Twitter? It was so much fun after that game. But that was my point, is that a lot of people want to blame special teams.
Yeah.
But we forget that Aaron Rodgers had the ball at home in a tie game, 4 minutes left. All you got to do is go score. You win the game. And he couldn't even get a first down. 3 and out, couple bad throws.
3 and out.
Like, if you're Aaron Rodgers, you got all these commercials. You're the man. This is your FU year, right? You're thumbing your nose at the media because they're talking about how you're not vaccinated and all this, and you want to. He goes on the Pat McAfee show and he wants to talk about President Biden. Like, who cares what Aaron Rodgers thinks about?
You getting deep. You get deep there, Duder. Come on back,
multi-millionaire.
Duder, come on back, baby. Come on back, dog. Come on back, because you going. I understand where you're going, but okay. So he was his year.
But Aaron,
I'm saying this is your year to stick it in everybody's face. You have the chance to do that, and you
didn't.
Fail miserably. Exactly. You don't even get a first down. You 3 plays. And you're off the field. And, that's at that point for me, it was no longer Mason Crosby's fault. It was no longer the pump block fault. If before the game, you would have asked any Packers fan, we can call LA's premier boxing trainer, Steve Gomez. He won't talk about it now. He needs a couple of days to mourn. But next week, we'll call him and say, if you have the ball, if the Packers have the ball with 4 minutes left in a tie game, would you take that? Everybody would say yes.
Yes, they would have.
And you had that, and you still lost. So, I got to put it on Aaron Rodgers.
I put it on Aaron.
And
remember back when Joe Montana, it's the last
Joe
Montana would come out and he would run the ball. Joe and Jerry Rice.
Joe Montana marched down the field and scored.
Exactly.
Tom Brady would march down the field and score.
You put the ball in your star's hand and say, make it happen. Brett Favre used to do that. Make it happen.
Brett Favre, make it happen. You put anybody in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
You expect them to make it happen. Now,
to make it happen.
I left. I pulled an Aaron Rodgers and I messed up. I left my notes at home, so I left my Aaron Rodgers jokes. But man, were people dunking on Aaron Rodgers for not being vaccinated? And Twitter, this might have been the best. The most fun I've had on Twitter in a long time, because I don't hate Aaron Rodgers as a person, But man, I love making fun of unvaccinated dudes who think they're smarter than everybody.
Exactly.
It
And on Jeopardy. So,
sir, I don't really have anything against you other than your proclaimed stupidity. So if if you're gonna
just
go
don't be obviously dumber than everybody and tell me you're smarter. That's all. I have one rule. That's
it. That's it.
Just one
That's
thing.
I agree with you.
Just
I
one
agree
thing.
with you on that one.
Oh, that's great.
I'm thinking that you're smarter than everybody when you're not.
I'm assuming you picked on this man, Duder.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell G a couple. Again, I left my notes at
It's
home,
fine.
so
It's fine.
I'm gonna give you the gist
All
of
right.
a couple of the dunks I
Okay.
made. And G, you guys can tell me whether or not they're good ones.
All right, here we go.
So I said, I guess Aaron Rodgers is not going to get his shot at the Super Bowl this year.
No, he's not going to get
So,
it.
yeah, not going to get his shot. at the Super
Duder,
Bowl.
I'm gonna
The
try
double
that.
entendre there.
Duder, I'm gonna try that on the wife tonight. She loves the puns, and so she'll love. I think that's a nurse joke. I'm gonna try that on a nurse.
Yes.
I guess there's. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually good. I'll
Because
give you
my
that.
partner hates puns, and she just looked at me like I was trying to, like I was Aaron Rodgers, and I was trying to tell her why the vax was a bad idea.
All right. What else?
All right, I
you
got one more. I
Okay.
got one more.
I'm gonna give you the bell for that one. That was solid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I said a lot of people are saying that Colin Kaepernick has been blackballed from the NFL, but he's been in a Super Bowl more recently than Aaron Rodgers. So who's really getting banned?
That's true.
You got to give me the bell for G's laugh right there.
I give you the bell for G's laugh. I like Colin. I was trying to tie it all together. It wasn't easy enough.
Processing. It was a long one.
It
I
was.
had to go a long way
There's.
to get there.
It is, and it's all that.
I got it though, because
I don't want to say you lost me, but I was looking for signs. I was not. I was definitely like, so it's here with the Colin over here. Oh yeah.
No, if
and
you
then,
look
so-
at if you remember, you gotta know you gotta know those statistics, man.
Sorry.
That's the big thing about football. You got and sports in general. You just gotta know statistics.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You were just
Go
you were
back to school.
a moment ago. You were helping me spell Olympics, okay? And now now I'm supposed to know statistics. I don't know.
Yes, I want you to know statistics.
Thanks again, Dad. All right. Are we gonna talk about the elephant in the room?
All right, so
Can we- are
I'm
we-
done.
can we-
Anybody got any more Packers?
No, nobody cares. We want to talk about the Rams.
Well, now we're there. I was trying to go in order.
Now we're at the
there.
Rams. Go ahead.
Okay. All
Look,
right.
this is how I felt all weekend. I was like, can we
know
get
it.
any more football? This is nuts.
Hey, I was shocked about the Rams. I did not give them a fighting chance.
So in this one, dude, I did get to catch a little bit of it, right? Help me out as I screw this up as I go along. First quarter, the other team with the really popular quarterback, we call him Mr. Brady. Is that the guy? It takes me a while to fill my stats there.
Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady.
That's the guy.
GOAT.
That's
The
the guy.
GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Okay. All right. So I turned this on. For me, I'm checking out sports. So for the first time, it's a lot of bright colors. And
Not as bright as they used to be.
they really are. I take that back. The graphics that they use with its NFL stuff is just amazing. It's like, it's all great. I love NFL stuff. Anyways, totally another story. So anyways, the first drive in the beginning, not the GOAT.
No.
Right. Okay. So then the Rams
Tough start.
Tough start for the
GOAT.
GOAT. And so I'm looking because I'm trying to figure this out through I think it's through Madden's eyes. Who I'm trying to who if I was Madden,
Right.
what would I
You
see?
got a teleprompter.
Okay, right. And I see Brady.
And then he goes here.
And then he goes
Yeah.
here. Exactly. Boom. Right. All that's in my head up here. Right. Don't forget all the flashing colors that's going on because these things are bright. And for me, I start ticking. It's just all. Anyways, fine. So, anyways, I'm watching that. Those guys go early, and there's a little bit of a pause. I'm excited because it's the Rams, but it just something feels wrong. Something feels like Brady's not smiling. You know what I mean? The other team, and halftime, we still got. Help me out at halftime because that's where I started to lose. The game really got I want to say crazy. Just past or before halftime, the numbers really started to change, and there's a lot of scoring going on. And I won't go down to the very end of it. But Duder, what do you got? Take me at halftime, right before.
I mean, well, yeah. So Brady, 44-year-old GOAT gets off to a slow start. Rams look great.
Really did.
all the trades they made, picking up Von Miller, giving away the farm, getting Matt Stafford. It all worked out, and they're just dump trucking the Buccaneers the first half, and it looks like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a blowout.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw. I was like, those are look at the little guys. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Look at the.
Isn't Tom Brady supposed to do? Isn't he supposed to be everything we just said about Aaron Rodgers, right? I'm saying about Tom Brady in the first half. I'm like, except Tom Brady has 6 more championships than Aaron Rodgers, but just in the moment. Right. I'm like, the GOAT's not looking very goatish.
Until the second half.
And I keep telling my partner, I'm like, I don't want to say anything negative about Tom Brady. And I'm getting mad as the announcers are like, oh, Tom Brady's not looking very good. No, what's wrong with Tom Brady? I'm like, you cannot rule Tom Brady out.
This is true.
Is that what it is?
If there's time left on the clock.
If there's time left on the clock, you want to get the ball to your star.
Tom Brady's going to figure it out if there's time left on the. And I thought, even at halftime, even when it was 20-7 or whatever.
This is okay. I saw those big numbers. It was
a lot, and I was like, I still don't feel. I had 2 bets on the Rams.
Okay. Yeah.
I bet on the Rams +3 because they were underdogs, and I bet on the Rams money line. And the Rams are my favorite team. And the Rams are up 27-7, and I never felt good about it. I was like, it was bad. It was real bad.
Yeah.
So this is right where Tom Brady wants to be.
So that's how you're supposed to feel. So you're supposed to go. It's not enough points on the board yet.
Is that so? You're
Tom Brady could come back.
You saying that look on Tom Brady's face that I saw as self-disappointment, anger, frustration, and a little bit of give up. You're saying that's Tom Brady's Tuesday? Is that what you're trying to say right there? That's how Tom Brady gets down. He's like, no, I got this. Is cool. Let's go. That's because I saw
100%.
Okay.
In my entire adult life, my favorite team has always lost to Tom Brady when it matters. There's never a time I could go back to and be like, yeah, remember that? Got you.
And then Tom Brady walks in the room and you're like, shit. And you just leave.
Yeah. Because you can't get enough points. We're gonna have to keep scoring. What do you mean? We're winning. It's 35-0. We only got 1 half to go. We don't have.
Think Tom Brady can't score 36 points?
Exactly.
I don't care if it's 35.
If you're the coach, you're going. We don't have enough points yet.
And sure enough, right? Sure enough.
Yeah. Sure as shit. Yeah.
Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Boom,
Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
25 points or something stupid. And now all of a sudden it's a tie game.
It's a tie game. And you're going, bullets. I told you we didn't have enough points yet.
Is that the Duder, were you the guy in the Rams bar, Dan? Like you're in the biggest Ram Hall of Fame bar, dive bar, Ram hard fan, but you're the old guy at the other side of the guy. You're just sitting there with your beer, and they're up 27-7. You're just sitting there going like this. Just wait, Tom. Yeah. Tom Brady.
You remember the movie Jaws, right?
Yeah.
And there's the sheriff.
We gotta hit up.
And then there's Richard Dreyfuss, and then there's the old fisherman guy who's gonna catch Jaws. Yeah. That's me when it comes to Tom Brady. I'm like, this ain't enough. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Well, I mean, Tom did not disappoint. I think anybody on the field. I think he did what Tom does. I think a lot of times in music, maybe the stage rotates, but maybe we didn't get what we came for in times. But in sports, this weekend, and what a weekend to do it! I think Tom. I think he delivered the best he could. I mean, how often do you pat the loser on the back? I mean, how often does that happen?
He got a technical. I went, oh.
So what happened?
First of his career.
So what happened? Okay, all right. So what happened then? Where are we at in the technical line? Third, fourth. Where did we get this? Where did he get teed up at?
It was the third.
Yeah, it was the second half.
Yeah,
and I think he was mad about like a hit to the helmet, maybe, or a late hit.
It wasn't really a hit. I mean, we looked over. They played it, and I'm like, nah, dog.
I didn't see it. I was in my car at that point, and Debo, I'm white knuckling the steering wheel. I have it gripped so tight, and my partner was like, "What's the problem? It's 27-7. Why are you nervous?" Or whatever the score was. I was like, "It's Tom Brady."
Yeah, but no, he got grazed. If you are a 300+ lineman, you realize how hard it is to stop this man, when he is going forward, he did what he could to not hit you.
I have a question.
But superstar rules, man.
Okay, all right. I have a question.
Go ahead,
I have a question for the panel. Was Tom Brady being a bitch? Just a question. It's just a question.
Yes, he was.
Now, G saw it. I didn't. I'm going to say
being
no.
A soccer player.
Okay. All right.
He was being a soccer player.
I've seen soccer players flop like fish, man. So
exactly.
it's
and that's what Tom Brady was doing.
it happens. All right. Hey,
those words will never come out of my mouth that Tom Brady's being a bitch.
No, he was.
I was just asking.
No,
I have too much residual trauma to say anything negative about Tom Brady.
I was just asking.
Don't feel bad about it because you can look at it and go, yeah, he was.
I mean, because I know people that like to play the rules, and arguing is in the rules, so they argue. But
when the ref looked up to Tom and said, "Fool."
Now, G, when I was listening to it, I thought maybe Tom Brady, he probably let a F-bomb fly at the ref, and that's probably what got him the penalty. Not saying, "Hey, man, late hit" or whatever. He probably dropped some colorful language.
Yeah, he dropped some.
That sounds more accurate. Now that sounds more accurate right there because
he felt comfortable enough that he knew this referee.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I think
they're probably the same age at this point.
And said, and called him a couple of MFers and F-bomb. And the ref looked up, like I said, at him and went,
teed him up.
And as soon as that happened, I said, "Damn it, you don't wake a sleeping giant. Tom Brady's losing right now. Do not give this man a reason to be pissed off.
Hey.
Let it slide, ref. Let it slide.
He went. The ref was not having it today with him. He said, "No, dog, no."
Yeah, but you notice right after that is when Tom Brady got his acting gear. He's like, "Oh, you gonna give me my first time? Okay, okay, here we go. Touchdown, back in the game."
But then he wasn't being a little bitch. So.
Right, because you woke a sleeping goat.
Well,
what happened?
But
Ed Hockley,
the ref had to put him in check. But he had to put him in check.
And the game, like the previous two, the game comes down to the final play.
Yeah, you go.
Field goal. Rams kicker used to be the Buccaneers kicker.
Yeah.
When he was the Buccaneers kicker, sucked. Terrible kicker.
But now
Could
he
not
get
make
back
a
at his
kick.
game. Get back at him.
Now he's the Rams kicker, and all I can think about is all the times he missed in this stadium when he played for the Bucs, and I'm like, it's against Tom Brady. Of course he's gonna miss. You don't make this against Tom Brady. Nobody makes this against Tom Brady.
Nail in the coffin of him.
Wait a second. Now wait a second. Dude, that is beautiful, by the way. That was gorgeous. I mean, I could just pause his life for a second and hear everything that you just said, and that's hilarious because it's all true. I mean. So he actually thought it. That's a real flash.
Of course
for a moment.
Of
course he thought it. There's no way that didn't happen. But yet again, the music started to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he mustered the courage. You know what I mean?
Shit, here we go.
He was like, "Tom Brady, you get a technical. I ain't worried about your technical, Tom Brady. 3 steps back, 3 steps right. About to get this right between the H's, baby." Anyways, that's what he said. Anyways, yeah, exactly. Game. Right into it. Yeah.
I thought I heard him say Kobe happy. As it went.
What I wanted to see is the kicker look over to the Bucs bench and go, "Remember me."
Yeah.
And then go, nod and kick a field goal.
There are a few times in your life that you get a complete slam dunk. Tongue sticking out at Michael Jordan. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you don't get to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That was his Jordan moment.
The kicker switched hands in the air. I'm just going to do this because I can.
Yeah.
You get, like
nobody's coming to block my shot.
The whole, who's the guy who holds the ball? The whole ball holder? I don't know his name.
The holder. It's pretty simple.
There you go. The holder.
He holds the ball, he's the holder.
That guy switches sides or something like that. I like it.
Oh. Let me make this difficult for myself.
Oh yeah. No, you don't get to do that.
Foul in your face, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I mean, that's you gotta give people a moment. That's a good moment. You know what I mean? That's a great moment.
Now, here's the other cool thing about that is that last year, the Super Bowl was in Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay obviously went to the Super Bowl, played the Super Bowl at home, and won because they have Tom Brady.
Yeah.
This year, the Super Bowl is in LA,
Yeah.
and the Rams just beat Tom Brady. So now they get to play in LA next week for a chance to play the Super Bowl in LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only one time has the home team ever played in their home stadium in the Super Bowl, and that was last year, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And we might get it 2 years in a row.
Wow.
Maybe.
You going to the Super Bowl, or you? Let me ask. No, here's the Super Bowl question. It's always the same question.
Nah, bro, they charge
always,
way too much.
It's always the same question.
On TV.
50-yard line, 50-yard line, field tickets,
Yeah,
or the full home or David Buster's package. Yeah, I'll give you three choice. You know, because some people just want to do it at the house.
you want the sports bar, right?
Right,
I'm doing
and some people
David
want to.
Buster's
Some people say they want to have friends, but I don't want to do it at my house. So they want the sports. They want
I'll do
the
the
rules.
sports bar.
Which one are you taking? Are you taking? We'll leave this one up for the debate on it. Which one are you taking on it?
I mean, all things being equal, right? I don't have to pay
Right.
for the
Yeah.
50-yard line seats.
50-yard line seats. The Bose home system. 2,000 square foot setup, theater setup, or the Dave and Buster's sports bar, private room, or even with the crowd. No limit, no tab. Everybody's your friend. You get to buy beers all night. Play pool.
Yeah.
They win, they lose, whatever. What are you taking?
I mean, I would want the 50-yard line seats just so I could say I did it one time, went to the Super Bowl.
All right.
But aside from that, if I'm picking what would bring me the most joy watching the game, I'd rather be at the bar, saddled up to the bar top, my partner next to me, bunch of strangers around.
Yeah.
We're watching the game. We're talking smack.
Yep.
Somebody else is making my drinks and serving me
Yep.
food. I don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
COVID.
You got it. See, my thing is, I can't make it down to the 50-yard line.
They get you down there, G.
They can get down there once.
They
He
can
couldn't get back
Can't
up.
get down there because of my chair.
We'll get you down there.
And if I don't use my chair, I'm using my cane. And
Right.
We've all seen me on my cane.
I mean, G, you could go if it was like Lambo or something, because then, if you got to go to the bathroom, it'll just warm you up.
Yeah.
But in LA, you got to look a certain way because it's LA. So you probably want to be at home or be at the bar.
I'm going to be at the bar. I will be at the bar, and I will be enjoying the fun times at my handicap accessible venue.
There you go.
Yeah.
Debo, you going to the bar? What are you doing?
50-yard line.
Yeah, what are you doing?
50-yard line. I got no skin in the game. I'll be down there at the 50-yard line watching a decent game from the yard line. No fluff. No, when you're on the game side, there's a lot less announcing. A lot less. You're just watching a game. You're just hearing people run around because they're in a game. I'd rather be there. I think that'd be a really
now,
fun.
the benefit in this particular year is that you would also enjoy the halftime show.
Oh,
that was us. True.
Ghetto.
I
so ghetto.
I saw Snoop do an interview this weekend about talking about the halftime show. So I'm excited to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
West Side Connection.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the halftime show.
But see,
The gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer.
Yeah.
my thing is, I would like to see the best angle for the halftime show, and that would be at the bar.
That would be wherever Janet Jackson is.
Which would be
What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite halftime show up till now?
Maybe
Prince.
Maybe Justin.
JT
Prince was
and
amazing.
Janet. I believe that's
Justin.
called the Janet halftime show.
Justin.
I don't think
No.
halftime show.
Who was it that did a tribute to Prince recently too? A couple years back. I think it was Justin. But anyways, no. I mean, halftime shows are usually pretty good, But I mean, and commercials this year too. That's something else I haven't been.
I mean, that one time with the Imagine Dragons, that was terrible.
Yeah, I was.
I like the Tom Petty halftime show. Obviously, I'm biased.
Well, yeah, it's Tom Petty. I mean,
But-
you couldn't go wrong with Tom Petty.
You couldn't go wrong.
But I mean, that Imagine Dragon one, I was like, they had one good song, and I didn't understand the rest of them.
I would like play that song 4 times and let's go. All right, but so that's 3 amazing games.
Right.
Each one better than the next.
Right.
The next one's like, all right, hold my beer, and now hold my beer.
Mahomes.
And now we get to what I thought was going to be the best game of the weekend anyway.
Uh-huh.
It was the game I was most excited about, even though my favorite team is the Rams. I was still looking forward to the Bills-Chiefs game.
Yeah.
The Bills have been looking forward to this game all year because the Chiefs knocked them out of the playoffs last year. And the Bills just stood there and watched the Chiefs celebrate. And they're like, all right, bet. We'll see you again. And it lived up to how many times in life does something get hyped and you're like, oh, this is going to be so great. And it never lives up to it.
It's just a turning stage.
And this somehow lived up to it and exceeded it.
That's solid.
Well, I threw out the whole Jim Kelly curse from the 80s because Jim Kelly and the Bills went to the playoffs.
4 Super Bowls.
And the Super Bowl and just every time.
Yeah.
They
4 Super Bowls in a row.
And-
L.
Yeah.
With my limited stat knowledge, even I know the boy I love losing Super Bowls, and it was just a perfect. It was too well done of an acronym for me to not remember. But I saw all the Super Bowls. I just happened. Oh yeah, I remember those guys. The guys lost again. Yeah. And that's a rough one to shake.
Each one worse than the previous.
Yeah,
like the first one was close, came down to the final kick, and you're like, oh, they're so close.
What would that?
And the next one,
could you contribute?
Almost.
Could you contribute that in life? I just want to make general. What if you're dating a chick, right? And it took you. I don't even know if they've won yet, but let's say by the 5th date, you have gone to bat 4 times, right?
Yeah.
And each time at bat, you choke. Like you show up, the bat's ready, you do a hack-a-choo. Oh, hey, it happens. You know what I mean? You know,
it's okay, baby.
It's okay, baby.
Yeah.
So, second bat, swing, another night, different dinner. You know what I mean? Hatchoo. Oh. Is it a thing? Do you want to? No. It happens. It's not even. I mean, it's weird, but it's okay. I mean, the next one, you know what? We'll do it to my place. It's totally different. You choke again. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
How many other things in life are you allowed to choke so many times at the game? I mean, we ain't talking about practice, bro. We talking about.
I was betting. I always bet on Jim Kelly. I was like, Jim's gonna do it this year.
Yeah,
this is Jim's year. I was what everybody was for. What's his name in Green Bay? And this is Jim Kelly's
for discount double check.
Yeah.
Duder, wrap us up out of here because we're running toward close on time. Where are we at here with the Bills? Did they do anything? Did they do anything?
Was arguably, huh?
Did they do? I said, did they do anything?
No, they played the best game in the playoffs that a losing football team has ever played.
Exactly.
And
Bills.
this was arguably
the
best
Bills.
playoff game in the history of the NFL.
It was.
And if you don't mind, I would like to give you my high 5 best playoff games off the top of my head. Because if it's a great game, you shouldn't have to look it up. Like it should you should have it there.
All right.
So the high 5 NFL playoff games off the top of my head.
Kick it.
All right. We got the Catch 2, which is 1998 wild card Packers 49ers, ironically, like this weekend. Packers 49ers, great game. Steve Young against Brett Favre. Steve Young hits T.O. for the game-winning touchdown in between 2 Packers defenders, and we didn't know who T.O. was at that point. That was T.O.'s coming out party. And we're all like, oh, this dude who's playing next to Jerry Rice might be kind of good.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 30-27 final.
Yeah.
Great.
It was a good game.
All right. Good game. That's 5. Number 5. Number 4, the Vikings Falcons, Randy Moss's rookie year. The Vikings are 15-1. You can't beat these guys. They're so good. Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Jake Reed, Randall Cunningham, Robert Smith. And you had the Dirty Bird Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings are mopping them up and down the field. Gary Anderson hasn't missed a field goal all year. All year. Dude hasn't missed. Game-winning field goal attempt. Missed.
Yeah.
Only miss all season. Falcons go to the Super Bowl and win. That's number 4. All right. Number 3 is the Frank Reich comeback. This is your time, G. The Jim Kelly Bills.
Oh gosh.
The Bills play the Oilers back when they were the Oilers, not the Titans. Bills play the Oilers last game of the season. The Oilers injure Jim Kelly. Frank Reich has to come in. They get blown out 27-3. Oilers win. Very next game, first round of the playoffs, Bills have to play the Oilers again. Oilers get out to a 27-3 lead, and you're like, oh, here we go again. Halftime, they're getting their butt kicked. Frank Reich comes out, first drive, second half, throws an interception. Oilers score again, 35-3. Change the channel. We're going home. Everybody leaves the stadium. Frank Reich, backup quarterback, leads the biggest comeback in NFL history. Bills beat the Oilers and then go on to lose in the Super Bowl, of course, because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
So that's number 3. Number 2, last night's game, Bills Chiefs.
Yeah.
Just pure shootout. Chiefs are down by 2 touchdowns. They scored, I think combined, the two teams scored 25 points in the last 2 minutes of the game, including the Chiefs scored with 16 seconds left. They scored the game-tying field goal to go to overtime. 16 seconds. And they drove 3/4 of the length of the field and kicked a field goal, which is nuts. The Cowboys couldn't even run one play last week in 18 seconds to tie the game. One play. They couldn't do it in 18 seconds. And the Chiefs go 3/4 of the field to tie the game in less time than that. And then obviously win it in overtime because the NFL overtime rules are stupid. And they're purposefully stupid to create angry fans, so we talk about it, and it's an easy fix, and they don't want to fix it. And I can tell you how to fix it, but they don't care.
Controversy. They want the controversy.
So that's number 2, yesterday's game. Second greatest game ever. Number 1, I watched at the spot with Debo, the 1999 season, 2000 Super Bowl, St. Louis Rams against the Tennessee Titans. Last play of the game, Rams are winning. Last play of the game, McNair throws to Kevin Dyson, goes for the game-winning touchdown, reaches as far as his arm can reach as he's getting tackled, gets tackled on the 1-yard line, like it's a movie. Like, if it was a movie, you wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, come on, bro. They're not going to tackle him on the 1 yard. There's no way. I don't believe this, Hollywood. Come on now. Tackle him on the 1-yard line. The dude reaches and sets the ball, and the last image you see is the ball like a hair short of winning the game.
Yep.
That, now, obviously, I'm biased. Rams are my favorite team, but that is the greatest game in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, I give it that.
All right.
McNair was great.
I remember that game. It's a good time to spot.
Yeah.
Can I give you how
heartbreaker.
I fixed the NFL overtime real quick? It's simple.
Go.
Do we have time for it?
We always got time for it. That's how we're going to fix the NFL.
All right, G, you tell me. All right, you tell me if this works. So right now, the NFL overtime rule is you flip a coin, you guess heads or tails. Whoever guesses right takes the ball. If you go down and get a touchdown, game's over. Anything else, the other team gets the ball. So basically, we're leaving it up to the luck of a coin flip. I suggest keep everything the exact same, take out the coin flip, and just give it to the home team. If you're in the playoffs, the home team has home field advantage because they were better all season.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to reward the team that was better if we go to overtime. There's no guarantee you're going to go to overtime.
Sure.
If we go to overtime, you get the ball first. Keep everything else the same.
Didn't we do that at one point?
I don't know. You're older than me.
I think we did that at one point, and everybody complained because the home field had the
advantage.
Everybody complained that the second-ranked team, would come back, and that's the reason why we're going to overtime.
Well, here's the current problem with overtime, is that people get mad that if the first team who gets the ball, they score a touchdown, the other team doesn't get the ball at all, and so it doesn't feel fair.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that, but again,
but we're forgetting that you just played a whole game.
Right.
Yeah,
we
just
had
played
your
the
chance.
This is overtime. That's
Exactly.
the whole point. We're in overtime.
now.
We want to go home. We got things to do. You know,
Speaking of, we want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's now if you give it to the home team, now you not just did you play a whole game, but you played a whole season to decide who would get the ball. So it's not one play, it's not one mistake, it's not one flip of the coin, one ref's call. You had literally 18 games or 18 weeks, 17 games to get to this point. Somebody did better than the other person, so we reward that person.
But the home team, if we're playing at the home team stadium and we're another home team, if we give them the ball, they should have won the game in regulation.
Well, either team should have won in regulation, but we're in overtime.
Hey, but they allowed this other team to come back and tie the game up.
I feel like we're gonna find ourselves back in the wheel.
It's a conversation for another day.
But we're still in overtime. I know. That's why there's the rule. That's what I said because we're in overtime.
But see, my thing is, look, you guys let them come back.
Yeah, I mean,
it's your house.
All right, how about if you go to overtime, then you got to get vaccinated?
The Supreme Court will throw it out, brother. It won't never make it to the top.
Green Bay wouldn't like it, but I'm okay with it.
The Packers have announced they're never going to overtime.
Yeah,
we'll just lose, dog. We'll just take the loss. You win.
You know what, Duder? I'm going to go ahead and slide G into the. Was he in the penalty box earlier? Is that where he was at?
He was in the penalty box.
Yeah, let's. You know what, G? Could somebody grab one of those little fancy carts? Put G on the fancy cart. Get him out of here real quick. There you go. Zamboni. There you go. The Zamboni. Here you go. Zamboni his ass out of here. He can go ahead and he can go to the backstage because they're going to be starting the the medal ceremony.
The medal stand.
The stand. What do they do there? I think they hand out medals. So Duder now down there at the medal ceremony. Duder, if you Daddy, can you hear me down there at the medal ceremony?
Always takes the dude on the field a minute. Yeah, Debo, we're down here at the medal stand, and can you got us?
Okay, no, we got you down there. It looks like they are.
We got the bronze medal by the Debo Nation.
Oh, nice.
And coming in with the bronze medal. So you did pretty good today. Better than most people. Not quite as good as the other two, but better than most.
Thank you.
So we're gonna play your national anthem and give you a chance to say a few words here. What did you think about your football homework? What did you think about the weekend?
This is my national anthem going on right there. I'm just, I'm
gonna go hand over the heart.
There you go. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go hand over the heart. No, I mean I gotta be honest, man. I set up myself for a really, really great weekend. Thank you to Colorcast. For giving me a shot to look at some sports for at least highlights. I was excited about it. But you know what I do want to do? I did want to get into a Laker game here in a minute and talk about the LeBron show that we really didn't get a chance to jump into as much as I think we had planned to, and maybe even a little bit about the Olympics later because I don't know, but maybe not the Olympics. I keep flip flopping on the Olympics. Like, am I for it? Am I against it? I don't know what I'm doing with the Olympics. But anyways.
So is America. America's flip-flopping too. We're like, are we going to go or we're not going to go? Who do we send?
Me and you just had this really long conversation about we're world citizens, right?
Yeah.
And being a world citizen, who am I sending to the game? Who am I? If my boy, who am I sending? My son, who is Filipino. Am I sending my heritage from Africa? Am I sending Spain because I like the flag? Who do I get in the game? I like America. Don't get twisted, man. I like what we do at times in sports. So go ahead.
Are the Olympics outdated? Stay tuned. Next episode.
After the internet, did we? Yeah, I know. Anyways, but other than that, pretty good stuff. Enjoyed it, brother. Enjoyed it.
All right. I'm gonna go over here to the silver medal stand. Let's pull G off the Zamboni for this one, and we're gonna go over to the G Nation. As Lil Wayne says, got the game on lock. The combination is the G code. So we're gonna go to G for that code. G, how was your football weekend? How was your sporting weekend? And how was today's show?
Well, this was my first weekend that I actually looked at football in a couple of years because I was with the Colin Kaepernick field team going, you know what? To y'all. So
Colin got banned, so you boycotted.
Exactly.
Put your money where your mouth is, unlike
I
the
did.
people who are against Colin.
I know, man, but I was supporting him and I was like, he didn't do nothing wrong. So I don't know why y'all did that to him. But it was a good weekend to come back. It was a good weekend.
Well, interestingly enough, then you came back with the 49ers beating the Packers, which is kind of how Colin went out.
Yeah, that was. And I was like, I'm still not a 49er fan. Never have been. So,
yeah.
But I respect the team. I'm not a fan of the team, but I respect them. They did a good job.
All right, G, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Is LeBron the greatest basketball player of all time?
Hell no. But okay.
All right.
No.
Well, I guess that wasn't on the spot there. That was pretty easy.
Dr. J.
We're gonna go ahead and put the silver medal around your neck. You got any parting words?
I'm going to Dr. J, man.
Oh, wow. That's all. I mean, I guess you're showing your age there.
I am.
And that's a whole conversation for another day. But look, he's in an argument. I'm not gonna say he's not in the argument. You got a fighting chance.
Hey, Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Now you're losing it. We're gonna cut your mic and we're gonna put the silver medal around your neck. And we appreciate you. Thanks for all you do for the show, and hope you enjoy the rest of the winter games.
I will. Thank you very much.
We're going to move over here to the Dude Nation. And in the interest of fair and proper journalism, I'm going to hand the mic to Debo and allow him to put the gold medal around my neck. And if you would, before you do that, could you play my national anthem? Do we have that? Do we have that queued up?
Calling everybody he knows.
I like it.
Maybe even one or two hoes.
Oh, there we go.
But he's got to show him the dough. But we're talking about that football. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the dude. Can we get out the gold medal? What? Okay, we'll give him a bronze one. He won't know about it. It's fine. Copper. Doesn't even matter. Okay, here's the dude up here accepting the top medal that we have to offer.
This looks like a yogurt lid spray painted gold, but sure.
So is a spoon. Don't worry about it.
These paper clips.
Yeah, it'll hold it together. So, dude, let me ask you. I'll give you your pure shot. At Colorcast, they gave you a shot to do some sports. What's the word? Commentarying. That's a hard one.
Close.
There you go. Thank
Close
you.
enough.
All right. And how'd you enjoy it? How was your commentarying on the sports? Although I just want to say in the homework department, checking the list twice, I see a couple missed assignments, but that's nor here nor there. How did you enjoy it?
That sounds like I'm back in school. I used to have that conversation a lot. Talking sports and talking with my buddies and watching sports is pretty much what I do anyway. So it's nice that Colorcast gives us a platform to do that. And I'm going to try not to use any language that would get us kicked off of that platform. But I'm pretty no guarantees.
I'm pretty sure that I already cussed twice. But and with that, brother, I think we've taken up our time, taken up our slot, and in several times I've messed with the video portion of it. I don't even think we're on there anymore. So, but it was working at one point. But hey, what are you gonna do?
All
right. Till next Monday. Shout out to all my Monday folk out there. Drive safe, keep it right, keep it tight. Don't hurt nobody. Be nice. Same team. Fun things, good things. That's it. That's what I got.
If you listen to this before the weekend, Bengals +7, 49ers +3.5, and let's all make some money.
Nice. Peace.
That's not gambling advice. That's just what I'm going to do.
That's just my Tuesday, son. All right, man. Let's get out of here.
Peace.
Peace.